Hi, I'm Jim W6LG, your YouTube Elmer. Welcome to my radio room here in Rockland, California. This may be the most important YouTube video I've uploaded, or maybe I'm totally wrong. But let's talk about an ARRL bulletin that came out about 6 hours ago and the impact it may or may not have on amateur radio. My read is it could be devastating. Stand by. The bulletin's been out for a few hours. The disappointing thing is it was filed back in April. The time to comment is coming to an end, July 31st. So roughly 20 days, 3 weeks. Here's my take on it. This group wants to rewrite the Part 90 rules for the FCC, which would put high power broadcast stations right up against the edge of the amateur band, like 20 meters. They have a clever name. If you, let me go to the page, the front page here. This name appears to be the attorneys, and they are counsel for DRW Holdings. Google that one, take a look. Jump Trading Group, Google that one, take a look. I haven't looked at the other three. Filing date was April 28th. We're just now finding out, unfortunately, a long time afterwards. So 4 months have gone by. This group is calling itself the SMC, the Shortwave Modernization Coalition. And they're proposing a rewrite of FCC rules to allow them to broadcast 20 kW right up against the amateur bands. They're talking about transmitting data that spurious emissions will be down 35 dB or something, which is nowhere near enough. I don't understand most of what's in here. I'm just reading through it and going, oh my, this isn't good. What I'm suggesting is, if you have friends, have them watch this video, download this this document. I'll provide a link. The ARRL has, I got the link from the ARRL. The ARRL is going to be our way to fight this if that indeed is what needs to happen. If it's not going to be a problem to have 20 kW station right above 14,350, then fine. But I see this as just the beginning of a change to the FCC rules that would change everything. Maybe I'm being an alarmist. If some folks I know are PhD professors at universities, and I'm going to ask them to read through this and see what they think. If you are an engineer, a broadcast engineer, and you have some expertise, great. If you're a former FCC official, I would like you to peruse this and see what you think. It really concerns me. It doesn't quite pass the smell test for me. There's something about this that doesn't quite add up. When I got to the part where the money's coming from, that concerned me even more because it's Saudi Arabia, Ukraine, and some other places. I read through this bulletin. If you have expertise, volunteer to help out the ARRL. If there was ever a time to get involved, this is the time. You don't have to be a member. I'm sure they would just love to hear from you if you have some expertise. I am a life member. I don't have expertise in any of this. But it really worries me. And the deadline is like right around the corner. Next week, the plan is, and it may not happen, for me to start chemotherapy again because the first 4 rounds did not work very well. So they planned 6 more rounds. As to whether or not that starts next week, I don't know. But it's likely going to put me out of commission to do much about this. I'll do the best I can. If you know somebody, get this to them. Get this to everybody that you can. Talk about it. Get on the air. communicate it to others, get a hold of the ARRL, your representative, volunteer if you have some expertise. I don't see the ARRL getting together and marshaling forces to fight this. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just a simple rewrite and it won't mean anything. It could also mean a lot because money talks in front of groups like the FCC. Money means a lot. All you have to do is follow the life cycle of a commissioner who goes off the commission and where they end up. Read through this. I think it's important. If I'm wrong, say I'm an idiot. Go ahead and put it in the comments that it makes that I'm exaggerating what's going on here. If that's the case, great. I would love to be wrong. My fear is I'm not wrong and it's worse than I know because I don't understand much of this. Let me know what you think. If you have not subscribed, this is the time to do it so I can keep putting out bulletins about this and where we're headed, and I'll do the best I can. I'm Jim, W6LG, in Rockland, California, concerned about interference from a lot of transmitting stations across the country. And by the way, if you think they can't put one of those near you, sure they can. Just think of where all the cell towers are, and it would be easy to park a 20 kW antenna on it, or a couple. Near me is the Pacific Intertie. There are cell phone antennas all over those things. They're 100 and some odd feet tall. They would easily support some kind of phased array. Could be just above that. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'm just exaggerating. Maybe it's the medications I'm taking. I don't know. Let me know what you think. 73.